Welkom iedereen bij Nederland achter Oekraïne. De podcast waar je verhalen hoort van Oekraïners, vrijwilligers en mensen die betrokken zijn bij de oorlog in Oekraïne. Welkom bij alweer de 4e aflevering. Mijn naam is Marco, dit is Hendrik-Jan. Voor we beginnen en met aankondigen van onze gasten, wil ik alvast even vragen of jullie kunnen subscriben op het kanaal als jullie geïnteresseerd zijn in onze content. Laat ook even een like achter. Zet even de bel aan als je echt op de hoogte wil blijven. Wil je ons echt heel goed steunen met een financiële bijdrage en je wil helpen met het kanaal te laten groeien, onze missie steunen, kunnen jullie ook lid worden van onze Patreon. Staat in de link in de beschrijving of de comments. En daar kunnen jullie je steun betuigen op financieel niveau. Dan geef ik het woord aan Hendrik.
Ja.
Of was het heel snel dit?
Nee, zo is het snel. Maar we doen het in Engels, hè? Dus dat ga ik nou eventjes...
Yes, that's the side note. We will change to English because that's easier for this one.
Yeah, we'll do this podcast in English because we have one guest from Ukraine. And English will be for us to understand all better. You know, we all know, or at least some of you know this, that Marco speaks Ukrainian well, but I do not as well. So for me, we do it in English. So today we have Willemijn Kemp and Tanya Kolisnik as our guests, and we're going to be talking about the Sociale Brigade. Sociale Brigade is a group of people based in Groningen who are committed to helping Ukraine. And we're going to talk about this initiative, this group of people, what they're doing, and why they're doing what they're doing, etc. Willemijn, in daily life, an expert on organizational change. And Tanya, who worked as an artistic director at NL8rUA State University, are active members in the Sociale Brigade. And as it happens, Tanya and I also know each other from a band project called Ivan Gogh, in which we make music together with some other Ukrainian musicians. So, to start off, Willemijn, can you tell us a bit more about the Sociale Brigade and how it all started?
Yes, of course. When the invasion started on the 24th of February, almost 2 years ago. Cut. Dat kunnen jullie uitknippen, hè?
Absoluut.
Okay.
Definitely.
So when the war started 2 years ago, I was in my car with my family and we drove back from skiing, and I thought, this is wrong. This is not good. He is not going to stop. This is not good for Ukraine. This is not good for the people. What can I do?
Putin.
Yes. And I thought, what can I do? I mean, who am I? What can I do? And then I thought, okay, I think I'm going to organize an action. I saw something in a newspaper of people from Groningen who brought trucks with materials, with goods. And I contacted them. And I asked, can we organize a charity meeting and then you bring the stuff to Ukraine? And they said, of course. Mm-hmm. And then I contacted my soccer club. And I asked, can I organize it on a Thursday evening? So that was the 27th or 28th of February. And then we had the first charity event, actually. But the local media took up. And they asked me, can we spread it and then invite everybody to bring materials? And I was like, yes, okay, of course, not a problem. So I sent it in some of my local app groups, of my clubs and of my neighborhood. And then the media also spread it. And then there was so much goods that was being brought that I asked friends to come with the cars. And I asked the people from the other place in Groningen. I called them. I said, you have to come with cars because we have too much stuff. And then we went with 6 or 7 vans filled with materials to go to the place. And there were 35 Ukrainians, like really in the evening, late in night it was, filling a truck and loading and being very active. And we, with all our cars and our people, we just started to help. So we made a line with people, Dutch and Ukrainian. This has to go there, this has to go there, this has to go there. And after that, people started to call me and they said, we want to do something. And we heard that you organize something. What can we do? And then we had the next charity within days, then the next one. And after that, it actually, it never stopped.
So you basically you started out as a logistics point. Just as a lot of people or so, a place that collected goods?
No, because after 2 weeks we organized the first event for the children. That was really after 2 weeks, because I asked one of the Ukrainian women what is necessary, and she said the people are coming to the Netherlands now, and the children need activities, that they have to have their head on something else. So together with the school, I organized a big meeting. We had like 25 volunteers, and all 80 people who just arrived in Haren, they came to this Saturday afternoon, and we had a clown, and we had a wat is een springkussen?
A jumping pillow.
Jumping pillow, you know.
That's a great literal translation.
My English.
A lot of activities for the children, but also for the parents.
So these Ukrainian people who were helping you, you were active from the start, to say, and they were already in Holland, or were they the first ones coming over here?
No, they were already. They already lived in Holland.
Okay, you already had contact with these,
I saw a newspaper and I saw some information and with a name, and then I contacted them.
Yeah. And so Tanya, for you were not one of the first of these Ukrainians. So when did you join? How did you come to Holland, and how did you join Sociale Brigade?
I came to Holland with my two sons, 27 March 2022. But I forgot when I started to think, and we met each other, yeah? Well,
Yeah.
I forgot where. And now I feel like it's a
We
long
met
story.
each other. Yes, it is. We met each other in the garden. With where you had a
speech.
Yes, you had a speech.
Oh, yeah.
But we already met each other before, also with Nathalie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot it.
So you came active
Many
with
things was done, and yeah.
We've done so many.
Yeah, really. And what I remember the first, it's the North Zone Festival. Yeah, also activity human library.
Yes.
And yes,
Then
was,
you brought pancakes.
Oh, yeah. And but we just came here from Poland with some Ukrainian people on the one bus, and I found new friends, but Ukrainians, but new friends on our bus. It's Natalie, choreographer, and other people, musicians, and I'm from music and. Arts unite people, and yes, and we just came and said we need to do something. We need to start from the language, or from find job, or do something. And then neighbors, Dutch people, they also said, oh, we have also Ukrainian woman here, Tanya, Odessa, and then we start to play music a little. To have a coffee, and then we start to also do something in the university, perform somewhere. It's like, without eyes, but do something, go further.
There's some sort of energy to be wanting to do something and finding other people.
And we had adrenaline inside, and also we need to do something for Ukraine, for ourselves. I don't know, to have attention to Ukraine. Look, we are beautiful, we are okay, please, something like that. And step by step, like different way, but we met each other.
Yeah.
And
so it sort of grew, like you.
Yeah. I tried to find a very nice people with a good, the best vibe, and I have it.
Okay.
And I think maybe we grow, and we find we have a very nice Wi-Fi.
Well, so what, like I read on the website, it's like something like that. It's like a expanding sort of network. It's like described like a group of people. That's nice. I think it's like a group of people, and everything is possible as long as it fits with what you want to do, and it's brings in the energy. So it's reached like a sort of lively thing, sort of organic thing going on.
Yes,
because we have all we found each other, and I think we have the same values, and it's very important to build values, to find out, understand organized life, and then find the people who also have the same. And the people with the good values, we have many people here, and also it's miracle here, to come from Ukraine and find the perfect people, and now I have no enough fingers to call everybody, every Dutch people my friend.
That's good to hear, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then.
Yeah, that's amazing. A thing about what's happening now, but also the shared values and also the same energy maybe, or the same adrenaline or whatever it is to do something. But also the power to also actually do things like the Social Brigade has done a lot of things. I saw on your website between almost 2 years ago and now. The first sort of, it sounds like sort of intuitive action you started until now you're quite organized and doing all sorts of things. Can you name a few of the things, the projects you did, or which you think these are really standing out?
Yeah, I think you already mentioned the Human Library action. We started with the first one at the Grote Markt.
Can you tell us a bit what is a Human Library?
Human Library is like a person, like in our setting, a Ukrainian person sits on a chair and there is an empty chair on the other side, and you can sit and you can listen to the story of the person.
I'm a book. I'm
a book. I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm going to tell you my story. And we did that the first time in June 22, I think. And we prepared it because I thought it's going to be really heavy for the people to tell their story, and they don't know who sits in front of them. So I organized like 6 or 7 Dutch volunteers, and at one of the places we started to practice. So everybody who wanted to join was there, and we put chairs everywhere, and they sat, and we Dutch people walked around, and then you sit with somebody, and the person had prepared her or his story and started to share the story. And already in the preparation phase, you saw a lot of emotions coming. Emotions with the Ukrainian, of course, but also a lot of emotions with the people who were listening. So we all already experienced the power of a human library. And then we did this at the Grote Markt. And we made a circle with the chairs, and in the middle there were flowers on the floor. And some were walking with flags, and we had like a group of Dutch volunteers as a circle around, because we can also, I mean, if we invite persons to come and talk, some of them did not want to.
Did you ever film this?
Our phone is full.
Yes, we have 2 films of this.
It sounds really intriguing to me. I mean,
we have a lot.
I think by seeing this, you can get a feel of the load that it carries.
Yeah, true. We have one film of 3 minutes of this in the Grote Markt, and one of 1 minute. And especially the one of 3 minutes is very intense.
Did you release any of it?
Social media.
But it was a lot.
But on our website, I have difficulties to put a movie on the website.
For people who are not knowing, the Grote Markt is the main square in Groningen, where it's a public place where all people are
walking,
coming sort of incidentally. So you probably had some people coming over who didn't expect this or something.
Yes, many.
What was the effect then of people? Can you tell something? What was the thing that did you also tell your story there?
Not the first, just second or third.
I think the third one. Then after we had 2 at the Noorderzon Festival. And then we also started and then we also started to share desserts and sweets. Ukrainian desserts and sweets. People could donate, and then they could try, and then you bought
we performed a little. Yes,
we performed
a little to have attention. Because there are many people, and we need to have focus on our program. But on that time, I was like looking and how it suits to me, like feelings, and it was
that was the start.
It was start, and for me it was something like dark time in my feelings. War. I'm here, hope, and then less hope, and up and down. And I said, I will bake, I will do something, but I cannot sit and because the women also use a picture, photo
Yeah.
To explain, and I saw a lot of Dutch people who cry and who give hugs for Ukrainians. And our phone, we have many photos, a lot. We also
I don't think everything is on the website.
no,
We have not enough space.
we need to
we can
find a
share it
volunteer who
execution,
can
yeah.
do
Oh yeah, I was thinking maybe if you have material that you haven't shared before, maybe
We can share a little film in here.
we can
Yeah.
share a little of it.
I
and-
can
make
share.
film. We need also.
Yeah, I can share the one of the Grote Markt.
So are events like this, like you probably have many more to tell, but like this is what makes Social Brigade special? This kind of approach, like
What
making
I
people
think-
experience what it's really
Yeah.
like from coming from the people who are
Yeah.
topic of this.
Well, I think one of the things that really is special for the Social Brigade is that we do it together. That's one of the values. It's like really cooperation, working together, and not only we as Dutch people or we as Ukrainian, but we are
do it
also
together.
united, and together we stay strong, and we are strong, and that's something that makes it
And we have a good connection.
important.
I think.
Tak?
Yeah, very good connection.
Yeah, so
We have
cooperation.
puzzles. We are like puzzles.
Pieces of a puzzle.
Okay.
Pieces, we can help each other, and one of the same one ideas, and I have this idea. It's amazing that this process is.
I often say like, however ugly the situation is, there's a lot of beautiful things to be found. And one of these beautiful things is like that you can find a person who you say like, oh, you're like the other piece of my puzzle, and this person lives on the other side of Europe. But it's a beautiful thing that has come out of a really ugly situation. But
I call it
there's
like
a lot of
miracle.
it.
It's miracle. Like for me, it's so nice.
Awesome.
I think you already both mentioned it between the lines, or maybe not only between the lines, but can you say something about your personal motivation to start this? You said you heard it on the radio, or you saw the news and you knew you had to do something.
Yeah.
Now, being almost 2 years further, you still are motivated. Can you tell something about your personal motivation? And you, of course, afterwards also.
Well, it is a deep feeling from inside. I had to do something, and I continue to have to do something. But it also comes from little things, like when I see a child laughing, or I see a mother when we do an activity, or I see a mother who is relaxing because her child is happy, or we when the dam broke, we within 2 or 3 hours we organized the charity action and organized with local media and through WhatsApp, and everybody came to bring stuff to the place in Haren, and we had a van and we had everything organized, and people from the hotel where they live, the refugee camp, they all came to help to put the stuff in the car and to organize and prepare it in Dutch. We were all together, and when something like that happens, that out of nothing, there is some urgency. Okay, boom, here we are, and we do it, everybody, and we do our pieces, and then everybody goes their way. But we all have the feeling we could have done something, we could contribute, and it's not only. It's all of us.
Yes,
And we all have the feeling we can contribute to something positive. And that's,
Is your motivation
Yes.
like getting this energy going through the group of people?
If I see Tanya laughing, I'm happy. I mean, you may also cry. No
Yes,
problem.
I know.
Of course.
And otherwise, I always have hugs from Willemijn, from always. And
And for you also, maybe it sounds obvious why you're doing this because you're from Ukraine, but maybe it's not so obvious. But
because I'm just a human.
yeah,
We need to be every time a human with a soul. In a dark time, it's easier to be in a happy time, to be humankind. But if you have less, I mean myself, you need also still to be kind and to be just human. And think about people around you. We are the same. Doesn't matter, are you president or queen or king or
Cleaner.
cleaner? Yes, doesn't matter. We are all human. We are on one level. And I find the people here with these values, with this, I'm happy. I'm like fish on my own sea.
Is it
I
something?
like it.
Is it
And sorry. And
no, go
on
on.
Facebook, I was very inspired. Every Saturday we have a warehouse. Maybe Willemijn will, and I create a post. What am I doing every Saturday? I make myself happy, and with packing and like this. That's it. And if also people are happy around me, I'm also happy.
Yeah, I can guess people seeing you together and working with all the group, seeing you doing what you do, also can
Yes, it's
shine off, like
inspired,
people
yes.
make other people happy and see there's something really positive going on.
Yeah, and be happy from the simple things, you know.
Okay.
True.
But you do say a lot of beautiful things that really resonate with me. But that's I think at its core, you say like, you know, everyone is at the same level. But it's when you know, because people will, often when they feel like they are less, they will act like they are better. And knowing your own value, it's really important to have this mindset of being equal to other people, of equal value. No one is equal because everyone has its personal,
Yes, of
unique
course.
traits.
Yes.
But we are all of equal value, what you say. And that's really important that you feel that in yourself to
Yes,
be able
10
to...
rules, you know. Everybody knows these 10 values.
Tell me
Something
about-
like this.
So
No.
how do you keep these values up? Like when you're doing, I can imagine if there's some kind of an event where it's about emotions can come up. Like for instance, when you're doing like last year, we did also the Independence Day and stuff. How do you keep your positive attitude in situations where it may not be so easy? Do you know what I'm asking, or is it a bit unclear?
Well, you know, it's not. I stay positive all the time, but I can also cry,
Yeah.
and it's not a problem. It's not a problem. When I cry, you come and give me a hug,
Yeah.
or somebody else, or and then we continue.
I think when you're in that human place that you describe, it's way easier to be emotional, to let that out, and then
It's okay.
turn back to
It's
normal
normal,
again.
Yeah.
yes.
Because when it's all, bottled in, like a lot of people
I'm
have,
here, I'm
and
here,
Yeah.
I'm strong, and then
you break. You just break,
not
and when you
Yeah.
normally regulate it, it's way more natural in a way.
Well, and what I also experienced every time when I encountered something new, like the first time I saw the truck, it was very impressive. The first time I saw the truck driving away, it was very impressive. The first time that we did the human library meeting, it was very impressive. Like first time of the Dutch lesson, or, every time when there's something, a first time when I saw the children dancing with the class, that's impressive. And most of those periods, of those moments, I get very emotional. And then the second time I have it less. But I know it works like this also for other people, because it touches your heart, it touches your soul. And it's not only with me, it's with everybody, because we are all one.
Yeah, and-
So it also touches others. And then you can create a safe space and a good atmosphere for everybody
And
to
share
to
it,
be
yeah.
like this, and just let it happen.
And then people a little bit relax and open maybe. And 4th May also, it's very touchful. 4th May.
5th.
Oh, sorry,
I think.
5th. Sorry.
No,
It's my English.
No problem.
Yeah, 5th May also, when we saw
also.
the ambulance car. Oh, yeah. And
But we practiced on the 4th, so
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
right.
that's fine.
That was
Okay.
the first time we saw the ambulance.
did you hear this support and positive?
Yeah.
And always we have it and we share it with each other.
Yeah.
Also, I have it now in my house where we are living with Antje. Also, and from positive side, because life is a big university, never ended.
No. Yeah. And creating the safe space in which we all can and may learn and try dare to make mistakes and
And to be there
and
with
that's
our
very
happiness,
important.
but
Yeah.
also with our pains.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's okay. It's
So
normal.
and that's just also the vulnerability you're showing.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like, can you tell us also a bit about? No, we've spoken to also. There are quite a lot in my like I experienced it quite a lot of organizations or individuals who are providing help and are doing their own things. Is there any way you are cooperating with the other organizations, and what is your strategy in doing that?
Yeah. Well, we work a lot together with a lot of people and organizations, also in Ukraine and also here in the Netherlands. We became a foundation in February this year, so we were like a movement for the first 2 years. I did not want it to be a foundation because I wanted to keep the atmosphere and the way we are working. And now I think we are strong enough in what we do and our intention and the group of people. So now we made it into a foundation so we can also get fundings and donations and build a more structural basic fundament. Which unfortunately might be necessary because 2 years ago nobody knew it would be still going on 2 years after, of course. But we work together. There are some of the Ukrainian people went back to Ukraine and we work with them together with the foundations they are working with. Some of the Dutch people there. And we work together with the municipality of Groningen, for instance, and with many different organizations, with sport clubs or music, or our website is filled with partner logos. With some other organizations who also work for Ukraine. Life Guardians, Lifelines, name it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and
maybe can I add something, because we don't want to. We are not exclusive. So only if we encounter people who have difficulties to really work together, then we don't want to work with them. But otherwise, we are open to work together with everybody because we have the same goal and we want the same thing. So
that's also one of our goals here. I mean, we one of the reasons we started this because we want to be kind of the glue between all the stones. There's so many things happening. There's so many people doing things, and it would be great if it became an even tighter network and people became more acquainted with each other's initiatives so we can build on each other and
But we need to be really realistic. If these stones can be
Oh,
if the stone is not stable, then we don't need that stone. Then we pick a different
new one.
Maybe we share and can show a little bit. For us, it has nothing to do with ego or status. We gather materials. We have a big storage we can use for free, and we are very happy with that. We work together with an elderly care organization in Haren, and there we do activities. But we also, every Saturday, we gather goods. People can bring goods, and then it will be brought to the storage. And from there, it goes in buses or in trucks to Ukraine. And if the truck has a name of a different organization, we don't care. We have the goods, and the goods are necessary in Ukraine.
And just the good feedback,
We want to show the pictures on our website, because, or to the people who have brought it, because we want to show like this is what happens with your goods or with your money or your donations. But
we can singing. We can have a speech, in the Grodemarkt. Also, we can
back stuff,
pack it and organize and work in the warehouse and clean floor.
multifunctional.
Just we are not a queen or something like this. We can do it, but you can cut if you don't like this moment.
But it's cool to see. I mean, being able to do all these different things, and it's like you say, it's not about ego. It's the mission. At first,
it's the mission, and we are with a big group, because me alone or Tanya alone, we can do like just this of what we are doing, but we can do it because we are with many people.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful for that.
Yep.
Yes, I think that's an amazing thing. Like many people uniting around this thing, but also all the other things which are sort of developing or going sort of like on the side, and that's really amazing.
And many things are happening. People a lot are not aware of, or many people helping, and nobody actually knows. They're really like in the back and helping with making flyers, but you never saw them, or making a crowdfunding page when we needed to get funding because a man died of a heart attack, but he arrived 2 days before. That's really also a story that really touched me, by the way. Do I have time? Should I share the story?
Yes, of course.
Yes?
It's also
Yes,
very
it was.
important.
That was on I think on a Monday. I was called by someone who works at the gemeente. And she said, we have a problem and we cannot do anything about it, but maybe you can help. What happened? On Friday evening already, one woman was already living in Haren with her brother, I think, and his wife. And her parents came on Friday afternoon. And her parents were not able to subscribe already in the gemeente. And on Sunday afternoon, her father got a heart attack and he passed away. He died.
Okay.
So he has been in a lot of pressure. They did not see each other for a while. They saw each other. They enjoyed one day.
Oh,
and then...
That's tragic. Yeah.
Yes, really a tragedy.
Yeah.
But they had no money for a funeral, nothing. And the only thing the municipality could do was offer with 3 in a grave, or, without a tombstone, nothing. They could not offer anything. So they said, maybe you can help. And then in that evening, together with another volunteer, I talked with the girl, the daughter. And then on Friday, they had to decide what is possible. So we had 2 days, 3 days to organize everything. And then I asked in our app group, we have a Dutch app group and an international app group. That's with Ukrainians and Dutch. And we have a Dutch app group. And I asked, this is a situation, who can help? We need to organize a crowdfunding. One guy said, I'm going to make a crowdfunding page. So the next day we had a crowdfunding page. And we needed 7,000 euros. And within 8 hours, we had 7,000. We even had 8,000 euros. And I asked them, what do you want? And they said, we want you to close the funding now, because now we have all the money for the funeral. And then on, I think the weekend, on the Monday, the week after, the funeral was there. Some of the other Dutch volunteers who supported in the back went to the funeral, and I was at the food ceremony at the end. And I could not talk with the mother, with a woman who lost her husband, but we hugged for 15 minutes, and we were both crying. Yeah.
That's it.
And we still hug when we see each other,
Yes,
and
I
she
can-
still
I can
cannot
imagine.
talk Dutch.
But
This is it.
Yeah.
So many things you don't
many
need a
things.
language for it. It's universal, and
Yeah.
love is a universal language, and that's all there is, right? I mean,
Yeah, and how much she did and will do with us, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
and with a
amazing.
lot of other people. But we do it. It's not only
Yeah.
just
we
words.
think. It's
Yeah.
not only words.
not just thoughts,
No.
not just words,
No.
actions.
Yes.
And we grow,
Yes.
grow. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Talking about that, what are the next steps are there any next steps for the Social Brigade? You said you've become a foundation now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see the future, and what are maybe important things coming up?
You want to say something?
We just need to continue and be more powerful and invite people, find nice people,
Yeah.
and still be together. We want to be together and do everything organized, support, moral support, also the charity, charity,
Yeah.
and I will follow organization.
And I will follow what you all want. So
So, and what, like, if
concrete actions?
no,
you also,
or like maybe also another question that if people seeing this and like, I want to join, I want to do something, are there specific things because a lot of things are already going on. I think it goes sort of like by itself. Of course, it doesn't, but it seems like that. If people want to help, how can they help Sociale Brigade?
Well, there are several ways. I mean, if they want to do something active, they can contact us via info@socialebrigade.com.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, can we link it down below?
Yep.
Yeah. And if people want to donate, that's possible, of course, also financially donate. But if people want to do something in an activity, they can contact us, and then we see like what do you like to do, and what do we do, and what is necessary, and then we look for something what makes everybody happy.
Okay.
Like we give Dutch lessons and we give English lessons. We always need teachers, so that's a good one. But we also have a big action event on the 24th of February. And then we also start a big action to collect backpacks for children filled with materials for school, and not a gray pen and a white paper, but color pens and colored paper and nice material for school and for teaching. And we will collect minimum of 5,000 backpacks, and we will send them to Ukraine. And we will start with this action on the 24th of February. And then from the 6th of March,
that
we
a
will
symbolic
continue.
one?
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
So, and people can find on your website how they can help with these backpacks, or how can they can donate and stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I think that's, by the way, it's a really great thing to hear. Your organization sounds like it's a real inviting place. Also, but it's also something we talked about last week, about every person being on his place. Not everybody has to be the person to drive a bus to Ukraine.
No.
Not everyone, but not every person has to be the one who goes to the front line and delivers stuff. There's a place for everyone, and whatever strength you have. And your organization sounds like a great place to start, to just find out what your strengths are in this regard.
We have teenagers helping us, and we have pensionados helping us. We have like old teachers, Dutch and English, very good. And we have very happy, not experienced teachers who are also very good. We have everything. We have people who can repair bikes. We have people who repair laptops. We work together with one of the MBO colleges. If we need laptops repaired, we send them to them, and then the students repair the laptops. And it's a big network, and everybody is supporting in what they can and what they want to.
Awesome.
It's like we try to find a bright light from the person, and we use it, talent, and then we use it and we use it. It's our power, I think.
Finding talent is a strength in and of itself, I think. So that's a good thing to have.
Yeah. And everybody has it. Also, when you come from a place like Ukraine and you've lost everything, and where the hell did I end up? Most of them didn't even know the Netherlands.
No, yeah.
So, what is this place? And strange people, everything.
No,
yes.
strange.
With their wooden shoes and their toilets.
It maybe for somebody it's strange, but for me it's not strange. It was like miracle. The first morning when I went with the Glebe to school, I just go hook, how I can
Around
say,
the corner?
around the corner, and I saw hello, hey, with a smiling. Is it strange? No, it's not strange.
No.
It used to be normal.
Yes, here, but in Ukraine, it's not normal to smile to everybody.
That's
and
why I
know,
think-
because in the beginning, when I met with Ukrainians and I was smiling at them, nobody was smiling. And I was
But
like,
for
why
me,
is
it
nobody
was,
smiling?
I came from Ukraine, but for me it was normal.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I had,
Maybe it says
I
something
had
about you.
for life, and I was born, but I feel like I'm
Really
I'm
Dutch,
home.
Yeah.
I like it. I really like.
Yeah.
And when I saw the flowers, Stockrosen, it's our folk flower. It's symbol of love. It's Ukrainians, I saw nature here, trees. birds, it's for me it's the same like also in my city, and I thought, wow, amazing, just different. It's language and houses like cookies. For me, like chocolate, and it's I'm on a fairy tale. I like it. I like the same color, but maybe it's my character. But I really like it. It's like like travel show. You know, it's.
And can you look in all the houses in Ukraine? I mean, in the Netherlands, you know, it's typical that you can look in everybody's living room. Through the window.
Do you know how long I have a dream about a big ramen, big windows? 5 or 6 years.
Ah, okay.
Maybe I'm strange person also, but I'm happy with this.
Good.
Yes, it's true. I had a dream to build a house in the future with a big window because I like light. I'm very open.
So you had sort of a vision, and now you're here. Yeah. Well, it sounds really amazing, like what you're doing. Like it's also like the integration between cultures and the learning of each other and making new things, but also respecting the individual and making the individual blossom and stuff.
Respecting always and discover culture. I'm very open.
Yeah.
My children like a hotspot. Mama, can you cook a hotspot? Okay.
Have you already made our national soup once?
Soup?
Snert.
Is it our national soup?
Is it
What is this? Which kind of soup?
Erwtensoep.
Soeps gorogi.
Erwtensoep.
With
Gorogi.
Green one. The
Gorogi.
green peas.
Gorogi.
Peas.
Gorog? It's my lovely soup from Ukraine.
Nee, roggebrood bedoel je.
Nee,
Snert heeft toch geen roggebrood?
Peas.
It's winter.
I said Ukrainian. Gorogi.
Ah, okay.
Winter soup?
Yes, it's a winter soup, and it has to be really thick. You have to have your spoon in, and it has to stand.
I like it. You know, from my childhood in kindergarten, we had a dish. It's gorog puree with meat.
You know, this is like typical what we experience very often with the language. You say rog, and you understand
Gorog,
it's
yes.
Ukrainian. I think you talk about roggebrood, you know.
But you know,
we're
the
all like
language
going
also,
everywhere.
I discovered
It's funny.
muur, Ukrainian, muur. The same meaning.
Yes.
Mulin, mlin, it's the same.
Mulin?
Mulin.
Molen.
Molen, sorry, but it's around, you know.
Moulin is molen. Oh.
Yeah.
But goeiemorgen is something else.
Nee,
And
but
people
fijne dag.
just told me like after a year. And I said to everybody, goeiemorgen, goeiemorgen. And then they were laughing. You know, I thought it's good, we're having a connection. But
Finally.
You know, but I noticed like fijne dag. Fajного дня in west of Ukraine.
Гарного дня.
Fajного дня. Here is fijne dag.
yeah.
It's the same. Slag, slamak, and a lot of, you know.
Ukrainian is not the most difficult when you're like past the alphabet. And that is a bit different sounds. And that you can leave out articles. And
But I read sometimes the complaining about food here. But I think it's a little bit strange because you are agriculture also country, yeah, and you use always vegetables. I'm also like I always cooked in Ukraine also with vegetables. It's not totally different for me. Yeah,
but people complain here.
Well, I've sit next to with the dinner. I sit next to a man of 65 years old, and he asked me, "Are you vegetarian?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I've never seen a vegetarian before." And then I said, "Well, they look like this."
So how did
you can say yes. I have a blue blood. Just
Green blood,
joke.
green blood.
Green. Oh yeah, greens. Yeah, green. Exactly green. But we can always laugh and make joke and
Yes,
no.
make jokes. That's very good to.
This is the best teacher to smile.
Great. Well, I think we have a lot of things. We already said a lot of things. And I think the next steps, well, I think 24th is a major thing for now. Obviously, we don't know how long it's necessary to keep this social brigade in this context up. But I'm under the impression that even for many years to come, there will be strong ties between you and the people you're working with, and also maybe like it's something like in Holland, it brings us something like which will be new, something will be left over from this whole thing that's really important. So I think that's really beautiful to see. And for me, there's one question I have for you both. Like, is there something you would like to say now to our viewers or our listeners? Like, you think it's important in the context that we're in now for them to know, or what you feel like giving back to them for now? What would you like to say to our listeners or viewers?
The first what I think and always like to say, the big thanks for Dutch people, for Netherlands, because it's a big help. As I read in newspaper, from government, and also from the simple people, from Dutch families who took care and take care about Ukrainians refugees, and you're a great country, really. Yes, everybody has a dark side and bright and light, but you're all great, and please stay with us, support us, and stand with us, and together we are more strong, and more powerful, and let's share a good vibe and the best what human can do in this world, and also in this difficult moment for whole world. That's maybe too much, too serious, but you know.
Beautiful.
It's very, I think, important, because now I'm thinking not only about Ukraine. I'm also have a lot of worries about the world, about future. And I wish to all, and for Netherlands, for all countries, peace.
Could all be so easy, right? Sometimes you think.
Sorry.
Well, like people together and doing the good thing and everything, but it's not always easy. But
it's not always easy. Yes,
it could be so easy if we just the things you say, your values.
Yeah, but
I think those are they are cornerstones for what you say for.
Yeah. And always in the morning and the next morning, all people can be better than yesterday.
Definitely.
I think you set a great example in what you do and how your attitude, how you're doing what you do and giving back to us all. I think that's really beautiful to see. So Willemijn, would you like something? What would you like to say to
what I would like to share is please stay human. And to stay human means to get connection with your neighbor, with your loved ones, with your friends, with your family, with the people in the street, in the shop, the persons you don't know. Connect, smile. You can do little things, and with little things you can make the world a better place. Yeah. And we should connect. We should stay human and not estranged from each other. I think that's the most important. Yeah. It doesn't matter to whom, with whom, and where, but please stay human.
Yeah.
Very good thing.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone. Bedankt iedereen voor het kijken van de podcast. Thanks for watching the podcast. Als je hier dan toch weggaat, laat dan even een like achter.
Yep.
Subscribe je even bij het kanaal. Kijk even op onze Patreon als je onze missie wil steunen en onze projecten wil steunen eventueel. Hou even in de gaten wat er gebeurt op onze YouTube. Zo binnenkort kunnen dat wij al met fundraisers beginnen. Die dingen staan een beetje in de stijgers, maar hou ons in de gaten. Bedankt voor het kijken en tot de volgende keer.
Ja. Hartelijk dank Tanya en Willemijn.
час від нас біжить, і мрії тануть під пекельним сонцем долі. Мені війна болить, моє життя горить, воно згасає у глибокім морі горя. Полечу в небеса, наче птах я розкрию крила, хай несуть мене вітрила. Я побачу у снах мою сильну Україну, хай несуть мене вітрила. І знов засяє сонце в небесах, і заспівають пташки у лісах, і загойдаються житом поля, і разом буде наша вся сім'я. Важка настала мить, і час від нас біжить, а ми стискаємо в кулак всю нашу силу волі. Мені війна болить, і в грудях гнів кипить, і в скронях кров пульсує в ритмі слова воля. Полечу в небеса, наче птах я розкрию крила, хай несуть мене вітрила. Я побачу у снах мою вільну Україну, хай несуть мене вітрила. І знов засяє сонце в небесах, і заспівають пташки у лісах, і загойдаються житом поля, і разом буде наша вся сім'я. І знов засяє сонце в небесах, і заспівають пташки у лісах, і загойдаються